Welcome, fellow cinephiles, film enthusiasts, and relaxation seekers. My name is Cinephile ASMR, and today we have an exceptional new thriller that is out right now to talk about with Missing. So for many of you who are unfamiliar, Missing is sort of the spiritual sequel in the same universe as 2018's Searching. But instead of a father trying to find out what has happened to his missing daughter, it is a daughter trying to find out what has happened to her missing mother. But the big sell on both of these movies is their plots and entirety of the runtime follow and take place on a computer screen. So whether it is through FaceTime video or on Snapchat, Instagram, Facebook, the internet, it is all done on a computer. So you have to solve this mystery under the confines of this computer. And honestly, I will get the fact that I am a huge fan of 2018 Searching, a movie that came literally out of nowhere from a gimmick that was a gimmick to begin with, from the likes of the movies of Unfriended, where it just felt like the idea was the selling point, but they didn't really capitalize on it to its fullest. But the thing that I love so much about the movie Searching was that gimmick felt like a way to uplift a really endearing plot about a family sort of kind of finding their own again after they've lost their mother. And in a similar way, that same sort of structure happens with Storm Reid and Nia Long, who play mother and daughter, as an event which has happened early on in their lives kind of put them apart, and they're trying to piece together through such insane circumstances like the mother going missing, but they come together in a way through this mystery that I will say was something that I was not expecting whatsoever. Honestly, and I'm gonna geek out a little bit over this because I am a huge fan of the filmmakers and minds behind these projects, and it really stems from Anish Saganti and Sev Ohanian, who are these best friends. They graduated from USC and they came together in many different circumstances which led them to this project. And this is the kind of thing where you can shoot it in upwards of like 2 weeks, but it takes years of post-production because you have to meticulously get everything right, from the different windows being open to what's on the computer to the logistics of it all, which is honestly why you should really be calling this problem solving the movie, because that is an incredible confine to put yourself into and restricts so much for not only the filmmakers but also the viewers by extension. So you have to completely rewrite the code of filmmaking in order to make you feel connected, endeared, and engaged to this movie. I've been a huge fan of them, and they don't direct this movie. The editors of the first one come back to direct this one, and they wrote the script with them. But this is a team of people, a small, close-knit group that I have a lot of feelings towards, but that isn't going to skew my perception of what I honestly, on its own, stands to be one of the best thrillers I have seen in years. The way in which the mystery evolves, but also you get to understand the emotion behind the daughter, the mother, how the daughter has an opinion on the mother, but you get to understand who she is based off of how this expertly uncovers information through past interactions, all on a computer screen in an organic way that will make you fall in love with the movie itself. Because unlike a typical movie, you can have moments that are filmed in the past tense that resemble the moments that make you love a character, but how do you do that on a computer screen? How do you make it seamlessly transition from beat to beat while also making it still be engaging? Well, this movie does that in a multitude of different fashions, and it is led by Storm Reid, who's an up-and-coming actress that I honestly, from this point on, am gonna want her in everything. I know she's gonna be in The Last of Us, and she deserves the world because she can lead this movie on her own in a way that I love. John Cho in Searching does a phenomenal job in that way, but I feel Storm Reid offers a level of vulnerability and a level of understanding as to why she is engaged and wants to do what she does. And the mystery itself has so many twists and turns. It is elevated from the first one in terms of the scope, the sheer velocity at which the story is being conveyed, but it finds genius methods to expand the world building, to expand the mystery. And there was moments where in my theater people gasped, people cheered, people were screaming. This is a movie that requires you to be engaged from beginning to end, but honestly, with a group of people that are willing, if they love true crime, mysteries, murders, this is the movie that they need to be checking out, because I love Searching, but I would argue, as much as I have such a passionate feeling towards that movie, Missing, with Storm Reed, with the mystery, with the tension, with the character development, it'll really make you feel like you can see a lot of yourself aligned in your family, but also the people around you. And I would have just loved to have been a fly on the wall during the pitch meeting of this film, the way that it's constructed from a script sense, how all of this came to be, because this movie deserves the most amount of attention that you can possibly give it. It is something that blew me away. January has always been a month infamously for which studios drop a lot of the projects that they don't feel confident in, but with Megan, Skinamarink, this, Plane, there has been so many great projects that have been coming out. The Last of Us, like, oh my god, this is the month to be a cinephile, and I think honestly this might make a change, where this month that is so stigmatized for being a disposable month so early on in the year is the chance for filmmakers, these small movies, to be given the recognition they deserve, because I loved Missing. It is an excellent thriller, not just for January circumstance, but because it is just on its own such a fast-paced, frenetic, engaging, emotionally resonant thriller that you guys almost definitely have to check out. And of course, if you haven't seen Searching, you don't necessarily need to have seen that to really appreciate what this movie does right. It is a genuinely great movie on its own, and I can't recommend that movie enough as well. You guys have to go support these sort of movies, man. I love them. It isn't just a gimmick on the computer screen, but something that boldens an already great story that left me by the end in love. I cannot wait to see what these filmmakers do next, and of course let me know of what you thought about Missing down below. What are some of your favorite mysteries, and especially what are some of your favorite straight on the computer screen movies? I know there's Unfriended, the second one, Searching, there's a couple of other ones, Host, but this one I think does it and maximizes those restrictions in a way that I could not believe, and it takes a mother and daughter relationship, puts a bunch of twists and turns, but it makes it endearing by the end. Of course, I love you guys so very, very much, and remember, as always, don't forget to follow, hit the notification bell, and remember to take life one frame at a time. Catch you guys later.